I'm gonna marry him.
Hey,
Whether he wants to
come
or
on.
not, we're getting married. We're getting married forever and ever.
Can you believe it's true? JLo's divorce! I was not believing it at all. I thought the tabloids were just tabloiding and that they didn't know what was going on. But TMZ has a way of always being right. And unfortunately, they were right. Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce August 20th.
Ladies and gentlemen.
If you don't know who Jennifer Lopez is or Ben Affleck, I don't know what to say, but let me give you a brief background. So Jennifer Lopez is, or otherwise known as JLo, is from the Bronx, and she is an actress, a singer, and a dancer. She has been highly successful. Her big break came when she did a movie called Selena, which was about the life of Selena Quintanillas, who was a rising Mexican American singer who was gunned down by one of her fans. The movie was a hit and she became a huge superstar. But she's also really famous for dating lots of guys, getting married. This was her fourth marriage, the fourth divorce. She just believes in love.
And I'm gonna marry him. 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 And I'm gonna marry him.
Hey,
Whether he wants to
come
or
on.
not, we're getting married. We're getting married forever and ever.
However, people give her a lot of flack that she's been married 4 times and she puts her profession before her family. She's made all this money. And what does she want with more money? If she keeps getting married and the marriages aren't working out, then something must be wrong with her. That's the narrative. And if you read some of the comments, which I'll put here, you'll see people are just like not feeling JLo. They blame her for the falling apart of this marriage and that she is, according to the many rumors, none of them which I believe because we don't know JLo, so it's only rumors. They say she's extremely controlling.
美味しい
Ben Affleck, if you don't know who he is also an actor. Damon and Ben Affleck, they came into the spotlight because of Good Will Hunting.
The most gifted mind to ever enter its classrooms
This is correct. Who did this?
is the person who cleans its floors.
I just need the name of this guy who works in my building.
Got this job through his PO, you can call him.
P.O.?
Parole officer.
Meet Will Hunting,
I've been looking over this rap sheet of yours. Assault, theft, resisting.
I've spoken to the judge, and he's agreed to release you under my supervision.
Really?
You have to meet with a therapist every week.
That's pretty good.
Academy Award winner Robin Williams, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Stellan Skarsgård, and Minnie Driver. Good Will Hunting.
Here are 2 A-list actors. They met on a set. I think they were working on a movie called Jiggly, which was a total box office flop, but they fell in love. Jennifer Lopez was married at the time. Ben Affleck wasn't, but sparks flew. I don't know if she cheated, but she has admitted and said that that's how they met. And then shortly after that, she divorced her husband and started dating Ben. And he bought her this fabulous pink diamond. They were a huge sensation. They were known as Benifer, Ben and Jennifer. And she did this one song, Don't Be Fooled by the Rocks That I Got. I'm still Jenny from the block. And video, Ben Affleck was on this yacht and she was talking about how she's still humble, but just very glamorous life that they have. And it was just like sensational. This was way before social media. So video was the big social media for us back in the day. Anything that came on video was like eye candy, and it was incredible to watch this couple. So they dated, and then they were going to get married, and all of a sudden, boom, that marriage called off. We don't know what happened. They say Ben ran for the hills. And then she moved on. She started dating Puff Daddy. And I don't know if she dated Puff Daddy after or before Ben, but somewhere in between there, she dated that awful person. Went on to marry Mark Anthony. She divorced Mark Anthony. She had two husbands before Mark Anthony. So one was a dancer and one, I'm not sure what he was, but he was not a big name actor. Mark Anthony was probably the most famous of the husbands up until Ben Affleck. She married Mark Anthony, and that didn't work out, but they got two beautiful kids together. She divorced him. She got together with Alex Rodriguez. Alex asked her to marry. She agreed. They were in love for years. They went to the White House together. They were doing Met Galas together. There was video, like, I believe Alex Rodriguez had like a YouTube channel, and JLo was featured heavily on that channel. Anyway, all of a sudden, that was the end of JLo and Alex Rodriguez. The rumors were he was cheating with the lady from Southern Charm, Madison. Before you could just turn the page, JLo was out. She dumped Alex Rodriguez like a hot cake. I'm sure he was totally embarrassed, humiliated, but whatever. You know, I think he met his match in Jennifer Lopez. Okay, she can go toe to toe with any playboy Casanova man. And that's what I admire about her. It's like, if you want to mess with me, I can mess with you right back. So how she messed with him? She went and married Ben Affleck, literally maybe 2 or 3 months after the breakup with A-Rod. And Ben and her got married. She was so excited about this marriage. She said this was it, because obviously, I'm sure she thinks, you know, we didn't make it the first time around, but now this has to be it. Like, you know, the second time around the block, she had hope. She was in love. A lot of people thought it was too soon. I thought it was too soon. But you know what? What are you gonna do? I can imagine the sensation. You are with this man that gives you goosebumps and your heart flutter every time you see him, and you guys didn't make it to the altar the first time, and you're not gonna let that happen again. And also, she was just coming out of this breakup, so she wasn't really technically ready to go get married, but she did. She did because JLo believes in love, and God bless her. God bless JLo for believing in love, because ladies, aren't we out there? Some of us, I'm going to count myself, we have been so burned by love. I have been burned so badly in love that I'm good, right? But JLo, she's like, hey, I'm going to do it again. How many times? I did it 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. You know what? She's probably going to do it again. And she's going to do it until she gets it right. Why? Because she's a perfectionist, right? And she's successful. So don't you think she can be successful in love? I know she hasn't been successful in it. She's given it 4 tries. But come on. And men do it all the time. There are men who've been married 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Rupert Murdoch, I mean, what is he on? Wife number 6 or 7? Nobody's giving him flack for that. It's almost expected that a man should be married, whereas a woman should stay married to the same man, no matter what, for the children, for decency, for you're a woman. You can't do something like that. JLo said, watch me work. And why not? She's gorgeous. She's rich. She doesn't need any man for their money, for their power, for their influence. She has fame. She has fortune. She has her children. So she doesn't even need them for children. And I think maybe for some men that could be intimidating. Although I don't think that was the case for Ben Affleck. It seemed like a perfect match, but it actually ended up not perfect. And the tabloids got it right. Yes, all the things they were saying, the selling of the house, the not being photographed together, the Ben buying a new house when the old house hadn't even sold. I don't even know how JLo smiled through this whole thing. I saw her in Paris. She was confident. She was like well dressed, going to work, doing her thing, powering on. JLo. That's right. Powering on as we should be, because heartbreak is not the end of the world, especially if it's like a romantic thing. I'm not talking about like grief or, loss like that. But if somebody says, I don't want to be with you, or things aren't working out, you guys aren't getting, yeah, you're going to be sad, but, don't, maybe she cried, but she got up and she went to work and she went and she moved forward. And this spirit that JLo has, that she has had since she was on the 6 train from the Bronx to Manhattan, to her dance classes, to her acting auditions. She is a driven human, and she used those same skill sets to get over Ben Affleck and all the men that she has gotten over before. And rather than just dump on her, judge her, or whatever, because we wouldn't have this same energy for a man. We would actually expect men to be spreading their seeds and having tons of children, which they do. She just didn't let that get her down. And for me, the thing that proved it to me was when she had a Bridgerton themed birthday, and I was like, okay, there's no way you're gonna have a huge theme birthday with the whole getup, the costumes, the hair, the this, and your husband doesn't attend. To me, that was the sign, like, okay, this is 100% a divorce situation happening. And sure enough, I think her birthday is in June, July. August 20th, Jennifer Lopez filed for a divorce, and she's going to be free. They had no prenup, and I don't think they wanted to have a prenup just because I think they trust each other in that way. Don't you think so? They both have a lot of money. I don't know who would want the other to take care of them, but hopefully they can work that out. They have a house together, and I'm sure when they sell that house, they're just gonna split the proceeds evenly. I think the only thing that I would say are the children, because I know that Ben Affleck's daughter Violet was with JLo in the Hamptons. So the kids, how does she handle it? I know her kids were huge friends with Alex Rodriguez. She was great friends with Alex Rodriguez's daughters. So when they break up, what happens to the kid is all sorry, too bad, see you later, wouldn't want to be a kind of thing. So I think I feel a little bit bad for the children, and I hope that these two adults could put aside their feelings for each other and just have some type of relationship with the children that's comfortable. Jennifer Lopez, to me, represents a woman who has strength, and she is not afraid to keep trying, and she's so driven. Being driven, it's not a bad thing, ladies. It's not a bad thing. I think you have to manage it with the other things, like what do you want for yourself in life? And especially if you're chasing a dream of building a business or trying to be successful in some area or changing your life, you have to develop these hard skills that are very hard to take away once you see the success from these skills. And skills that's necessary to go from the Bronx to a multi-million-dollar brand that Jennifer Lopez is. It's not an easy skill, and it's not something that you can turn on and turn off. And so I feel like her ambition is first, and hopefully she finds the same type of guy with the same type of energy. They can be partners, friends, lovers. They understand each other's drive and ambition. And also, maybe as you get older in life, you start to slow down. Maybe JLo just has to get old, and then she'll be able to settle. Rather than judge her, just admire her for the things that should be admired, like her drive for success, her ability to not be discouraged or give up on love, to believe in it, because if you find that one, that special person, just imagine how beautiful that would be, right? So I pray for myself. I pray that one day I get over my fear of falling in love and that I can maybe one day find that true love. But in the meantime, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment in the comment section. What do you think about the double standard? That's what I want to know. The double standard between men and women. That men can have multiple wives, families, children, and we don't make such a big deal about it, but a woman does it and it becomes all we can talk about. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and I hope we do more of this type of video. Thank you, and